Alright, I am back with another video, and I know some of you are wondering what would my next project be after that switch, and there may have also been some archive videos. It depends on when everything comes in, but the answer is in this box, and we're going to open this box right now. It's not a full project because rather than have to get the case separately for this and do the case install, this was already done for me. And the reason why is because at what this guy was selling the unit for, it was actually cheaper, especially how prices are around here for the system. It was actually cheaper to get the already put together system from that guy that I bought it from on eBay, rather than have to get the parts myself, because around here the system I'm about to show you on its own costs about $100, and a case would have been another $100, $120. But for what I got this for, it was refurbished with the new case, and it was at least $40, $50 cheaper, and it was from an actual store. So it's more taking advantage of the fact that something is cheaper elsewhere than it is here in New Jersey, where I'm at. Because here on the East Coast, especially New York, New Jersey, retro game prices are insane. But yet you can still find good deals if you look, like, below the Bible Belt, like Texas, Florida, states where I usually, as a trans person, aren't allowed to go, really. But there's always online shopping, and we got it in here. Now, once you see this, you're going to think that's the complete project. It's not. It's only maybe halfway, because as we progress, I still got to get other parts. And a big one that has yet to be released as of the making of this video, of this part of the video, I'm actually going to be a beta tester for an upcoming product for this console. And by the time that you see this video, I would have already beta tested it, or at least gotten it ready for beta testing. And it's something that was featured on another YouTuber's video, but has not been released yet. So now we're going to take the razor, and we're going to cut it open right now. And by the way, I seen some support in the comments. Love y'all. Seen some of y'all negative in the comments. And I'm saying, if you don't like long videos, if you don't like videos where it's just like a hangout, there's plenty of other YouTube videos for you to watch. I'm not in this to make money. I'm not in this to be a big YouTuber. I just want to show my experiences. I want to be able to make these projects. I'm not like one of those other people that always beg you to like, follow, and subscribe and all that stuff. I do this for the people that just want a video they can throw on and just chill. And also see some cool shit at the same time. So, and I pretty strict on that. So we got this from AOY Gaming, and they sent us a card. Thank you for your purchase and supporting a small business. Your order comes with a 30-day warranty. That's not much, but whatever. Should you face any unforeseen issues with the order, kindly ask you to message us first. And they gave us a phone number. All right. Right now, as long as the system works, we're good. Because it's going to be modified further anyway. Got bubble wrap. It's funny, I was looking for bubble wrap the other day when I brought the Switch out. Oh, wow. And if you haven't figured it out by now, it's a GameCube. And, yes, I did know about the third-party controller that was being included. It just sucks for the third-party controllers that they don't include Rumble. You see, these are where the Rumble motors would be. Oh, wait, never mind. The Rumble motor's here. I was thinking of the PlayStation 2. My fault. So, yeah, the Rumble motor is here. I thought the Rumble motors were here in the handles for some reason, but no, they're not. And this color should give a clear indicator of what's the GameCube that we're going to do. And it comes with also third-party supplies. I know some people are going to say, well, that's why it was cheaper, which is fine, you know. I can always get another power supply for this. These are a dime a dozen. And here's the GameCube AC adapter. And the cord is right here. And AV cable, but we're not going to have to worry about that because I have an HDMI dongle on the way. And it's a relatively new product, the one I have, but it's still a GC video product. Bitfunk's actually made their own. And I didn't really hesitate on it because, like I said, GC video is open source. So it'll just be a cheaper price, and it should give us the same benefits as the other one. And this GameCube looks nice just looking at the front of it. Come on. Oh, that looks nice. So here we have, and ignore the, oh brother, it's a little cracked over here. I gotta see about that, see if, you know, that's gonna affect anything. But as you can see, this is a frost white GameCube, and it's got the digital port here. Like I said, the only thing that's really concerning me is this crack right here. So I don't know if it shouldn't affect things too much. Or maybe he'll have another one. I'll just have to send this one back. I don't know. I would have to text him later with the pictures. But other than there's some rattling around in there, it's probably that plastic. But yeah, definitely something rattling around in there. Let me see if I can get it to the surface. But it looks okay, except for that part. Just right here is just a little messed up. But the reason why I say it might not be a big deal is when I rub my finger across it, I don't feel the crack. So it's probably just internal. And it looks like, to me, it does have something to do with this foot right here. Because it's literally where it's at. Oh, yeah. There's a little crack inside here, too. Doesn't look like it's going to affect anything. I hope not. Because worst come to worst, it's still a good deal, you know, for what I paid for it. But this wasn't in the listing, this crack. Definitely wasn't in the listing. But you see, we have all of our ports as well, because we're going to need them. And the front is a frost white as well. I don't know if he replaced the battery, because that's not a problem, because I do have a spare controller port with the battery holder in it. So if this battery isn't replaced, that's not going to be a big deal. I could just replace that, and hopefully getting the blue retro, that shouldn't be a problem either. So also want to check it up. I mean, it's a little but that's more the molding. But I don't have any GameCube discs to test on it, because usually I just put the chips in. Because the reason why I'm going to do the complete customized GameCube again. Oh, last time I didn't do a custom shell. I wanted to, but this time I will. The reason I got the frost white is because I have another MemCard Pro GC coming in. I don't know if I did a video on that previously, but if not, I will as a part of this, or maybe a separate video. But it's frost white as well, so the frost white will actually match with the console. Oh shit! I didn't see that here either. There's cracks here too. Shit. Oh boy. But like I said, if worst come to worst, if I just gotta be refunded a little bit, that's fine. If he doesn't have another one of these, I can sort of deal with it. Because, like I said, running my finger across it, I don't feel nothing, so it's probably just in the back. But the reason why I'm doing this in general is because we are going to be beta testing the Flippy drive. And that's scheduled as recording this on April Fool's Day. And no, this is not a joke. I don't really do the whole April Fool's thing. But anyway, I'm signed up to be a beta tester. So how that works is I purchased the chip earlier than everyone else. There's a select few of us that get the option to in exchange. Basically, we pay them early for the chip in exchange for being able to test out the firmware, the software, the hardware before it goes on general sale. And part of that is we're going to be including it in this GameCube. And the best part about the Flippy drive is that you can literally keep this drive. Because, yeah, with PicoBoot you could do sort of the same thing. But this is no soldering. It's literally just open up the top, open up the drive, drop it in, be done with it. And not only will you be able to run games off an micro SD card, but you could still run games off the internal drive as well. So, really exciting time to be a GameCube fan. So, we're probably going to test this up. We're probably going to plug it up real quick, see if it works. But I also want to email the seller and show him and take pictures and show him the cracks that came with this thing. Now, I didn't see cracks in the eBay auction, so part of me is thinking that this may have happened in transit. I'm not sure. So, we'll see what happens.
Hey, the replacement is ready. I installed the shell, recapped the disk drive, tested all the ports, tested the disk drive that it recognizes the games. I tried it with multiple games. I'll make sure to package it really well and securely, and it will be sent out today. And I'll upload the tracking on your order and I'll send it by text. Thank you again for allowing me to resolve this for you.
3 days later.
Alright, and as you saw the video that was sent to me by the seller, here is the new GameCube, and survived an unfortunate drop because the mail people around here doesn't know how to handle packages. So my porch was literally an American Tourister commercial, and of course the mail bitch ran away before I could even say anything. Whatever, but whatever is whatever. It's here, and I did inspect it before I went on camera. That's why I didn't unbox this one, because I wanted to make sure, especially after seeing that I literally wanted to make sure this was fine. And you can see no cracks on this one. And we seem to be ready to go. Now, also, it seems like the lid, which was loose last time, wouldn't completely go down. It's going down, so that's good. This is what we want. So now that we got the GameCube here and ready to go, we got to test it. And we're going to be doing that right now. I don't know if you could hear in the background, I was watching the Hall of Fame. Because it's Friday night, it's the night before WrestleMania. And, every year, no matter how shitty the business is, I always look forward to WrestleMania. But there's one thing missing. We got the controller, we got the power, and it's this. This just came in yesterday, and it's brand new. I don't know if many people have done a video on it yet. I don't know if people are even aware of this. I sure the hell wasn't. But this is the Bitfunks HDMI adapter for the GameCube. Now, as I said, GC Video is open source. So naturally, you're going to see products like this one. And sort of I was hoping for it because there was only really two major things for plug and play. There was the Eon and the Carby. Oh, and the third, the Prism HD. But those were a little always on the pricey side. They were a little, they had their own stuff, which made them at different price points. But if you just want to hook up HDMI to your GameCube, This should be the one for most of you. This clocked in at about $55. Unlike the Carby, which comes in at $68, the Prism, which comes in at $80, and the Eon, which comes in at like $100 something. So we got the Bitfunks, just a simple box here, and it's a 2X line out, which is fine, you know, for our purposes, because it's pretty much, I think, $480. So got a little bit of instruction manual as well in multiple languages. That was unexpected. I didn't expect it to have a manual along with the notes. I don't know what you would write in one of these books, but here's the tray, and it comes with, firstly, in plastic, because this is actually made out of metal. So that was another thing that was cool. See, it's solid metal, and this is the dongle that goes on the back. I'm guessing this is the IR sensor for the remote. USB, I'm guessing it's just where you could upgrade the firmware, and your HDMI port. And we also got, it seems a little heavy, there's gotta be something else there. We also got our remote, which is simple enough. Menu, exit, and the 4 buttons. And let's take that out. So this way we can start using it. I always like that plasticky smell. I mean, it may sicken other people, but I like it. Oh, wow. Huh. Okay. I was not expecting all of this. So it's even more worth the money I paid for it. Unlike the others, it comes with all of this stuff. And I swear to God, I did not put that in there. And as you can see by the Bitfunks cable ties, it comes with an HDMI cord, which I don't think the Carby or the Eon do. So it comes with an HDMI cord, but we're going to be using our PS5 cord that we have plugged in. Even more important, it comes with a stand. And I'll show you how that works. All the other ones don't come with a stand. Usually you have to order them separately, but this comes with a stand. That is cool. This way, this reduces the stress on the GameCube digital port. And it also comes with a USB adapter, I'm assuming to upgrade the firmware. That's cool. For under $60, let me just put this real quick so you can see it. So for under $60, you get all of this. That is, that's cool. I gotta admit, that's cool. I like that. Especially as a value budgeted gamer, that's cool. And reading from the menu, features. Video and audio in full HDMI with 0 transmission loss. Works with the vast majority of HDMI-enabled TV and monitors. Hassle-free plug-and-play. Supports all GameCube display modes. Provides advanced signal processing. No power adapter. The ability to double lower resolution games. The option to add and remove scan lines. Remote control for easy option changes. A CR2025 battery is required for the remote control, which I'm sure there's in here. And just says additional information, blah, 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 blah. So I'm assuming that you can update it because it's got the USB. Because this usually uses GC Video, and GC Video is open source. So how we install that is, first we're going to pop it into our GameCube like that. Then we take the mounting bracket and we just put it there, and it's not all of a sudden hanging out. It's got something to brace it. Then we take our HDMI cord and pop her in here. And now that we got everything hooked up, we're going to test it and see if it's working. All right, we have our GameCube plugged up. Everything's ready to go. And we're going to press the power right now. And we have our HDMI. Oh. Hold on a second. Wonder what's making it do that. That's first. I've never seen that happen before. Whoa. I'm not even touching it. It's literally like a ghost. Hold on a second. That's a first. I don't know what's going on that the controller's acting up. Hold on a second. Okay, so it's been a couple of minutes. As you can see, I have the screws out. And the reason why is because in testing, I took the opportunity to replace the board that it came with, just in case, because you never know, with the board I already had that had the watch battery socket. So I wanted to put that in there and make sure that's working, because for now, I don't know if he changed the watch battery or not. I mean, I know he recapped it. So like I said, I don't know if he changed the watch battery or not. But either way, I have one. I'm still going to keep this as a spare. I'm not going to throw it out. But either way, I have one with the watch battery circuit in there. As you could see, I didn't put the... Come on. You can see I have the watch battery holder in there and a different LED. So, but when I replaced it, it was doing the same thing. Then I tested it with an AV cable because I got both plugged in there. And the AV cable, it was working fine. And I said, the hell with it. I'll just use the cable that came with it, the HDMI that Bitfunks included. When, you know, the damn thing started working. So just to make sure, let me take out the regular composite cable. Turn it back on again. And you can see it's working. It's not moving. And you can see we're controlling it normally. We're not touching anything. It's not moving. We touch, it moves. So the damnedest thing, so I guess this thing is really picky when it comes to wires, because the wire that came with the PS5 Slim does not work. It'll scoot and do that stupid shit that it was doing before. But once I use the cable that came with the unit, it works. So, I mean, I don't know why it does that, but let this be a lesson. Never try to reuse cables. Always use the cables that come with it, because you never know. So, I'm going to test out the remote real quick. So, we got the standard GC video menu. Line doubler on. And we're at 480p. Scanline profiles. We're going to go to... Ooh. I like that one. Okay, we're going to use that one. Picture settings, OSD settings, store settings. Okay. And we have 640 by 448, 640 by 448i going in to the unit, to that little thing there. And we have a 720 by 480 picture coming out. So that's good. For our purposes, that works. And exit. I don't have any games to test with it right now, but looks like we've got a working GameCube. And like I said, always, that's why you always hold on to your spare parts. Because, yeah, this works too. I'm sure if I plug this back in, it'll work. As it was doing the same with the older board I had. But this has a watch battery holder, so this way it doesn't have to be soldered in. And until we get the blue retro in to fully customize this thing, it'll do. So I consider this a success. And next time you'll see us, we'll have the Flippy drive in.
And we know Flipper lives in a world full of wonder.